So are you closed off now?
I've not had the proper conversation.
No, we've not had the proper conversation. I feel like we don't really need to speak about it either.
So you're exclusive, but you're not in a relationship.
I've only got eyes for Lauren. Mum grilled me a little bit when I got back. Shouldn't have gone about things in the way you went in there. How me being indecisive ended up hurting people more down the line. I can see where the backlash has been coming from and obviously take full accountability for it.
You're trying to take someone's man, basically, so...
You did well at that.
Hi everyone, and please welcome Harrison and Lauren to the Fire Pit.
Hi, are you okay?
How are you guys doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very excited to be here with you both. How is life?
Different, honestly. I think obviously you go into the villa, no one really knows who you are, and then you come out here 4.5 weeks later and everyone knows all your business, everyone has opinions on you, on your relationship. So it's been very different, but like I said, it was a great summer. Enjoyed every moment. So yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, Laura?
Yeah, crazy to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel real to think that like nobody knew who we were a couple of weeks. Well, I didn't even know who he was a couple of weeks ago, and then obviously now things are just completely different. It's just mad.
I was going through your socials the other day, and I think I saw one of your running TikToks like ages ago. And then I saw you, and I was like, wait, I know who this girl is. She did that TikTok about like the song of like,
well, like makes you run fast.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen this girl before, and then there it was. The people didn't know who you were. What were your favourite moments in the villa?
I think for me, it was obviously Cassa and the heart rate challenge. Obviously Cassa met Lauren. I feel like it was good to get out of the villa as well.
Yeah.
With the boys and be in that secluded environment, just away from the main villa a little bit.
Yeah.
And then obviously heart rate challenge. I feel like before I went in there, I was very nervous to do that. That was the one challenge I was sort of like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do that. Obviously families watching and stuff like that. Boys as well watching back home, like getting on to me a little bit. But no, I feel like when it came, I feel like everyone was all for it, and I enjoyed every moment. I wanted to do it again, honestly. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Your floor.
No, I can't do it here. No. And only in the Love Island villa, that's only allowed. Nowhere else, I can't be doing that back home.
You went there for. How would you have felt?
I would have not enjoyed that.
She came into Casa and said that my heart rate challenge gave her the ick. Didn't need that. That was the first night as well. Didn't need that.
I do feel like it is a bit of an icky thing.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Personally.
I was an icky challenge.
It's like it can either be like very attractive.
It's not.
Or it could be quite icky.
Was mine icky or very attractive?
Well, I didn't think it was attractive. No.
Okay, great. Cheers a lot.
Do you think she would have done well? You would have done well, right?
No, honestly, that would not be for me. That.
No, I think you're a little bit like not reserved, but like in your.
I think I am a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, probably a little bit. So yeah, probably best to.
And doing it for all the boys as well. Like I just now.
Yeah, probably would have felt a little bit uncomfortable doing that on you.
Yeah,
I could see that. To be fair.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't actually get to see that much of you necessarily. A lot of like your personality. Is there stuff that you think we kind of missed out on seeing, especially about you in the villa?
I don't know. My sister actually said that. Like in Casa, they didn't really show me until really I got to the main villa. Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe I'm come across quite quiet. I'm not actually quiet.
I think once you get to know Loves, you come out your shell a little bit more, but probably a little bit reserved in terms of like in group situations a little bit at first, but obviously. Once you get to know us.
I think once I got back to the main villa and I was close to Hells and Meg's and like D and Harry, like then my personality came across more, but I just think I'm quite reserved at the start.
I think like it's naturally like that as well. Obviously you came in at Casa, I feel like the first few days, I feel like if you saw me the first few days I was in the villa, I wasn't the same as when I left sort of thing. I feel like it takes a little while to get out your shell for everyone.
And just get used to it because it's so different. Like it's obviously very intense being in the villa, like and coming in as a Casa girl as well. Like I feel like going in at Casa is always quite a big thing. You trying to take someone's man, basically. So
she did well at that.
She did well at that. But you did. I feel like we didn't actually even see that much of you guys in Casa. What was like your first conversation? What were your favourite moments together in Casa?
I think our first conversation probably was kissing, no?
Was it?
No. So we had like. So obviously, we had a conversation in the bathroom. Yeah. It was probably like a minute long. Yeah. Like nothing, just like a little preview sort of thing. Obviously we got on really, really well. I can't remember. I think the first conversation was after the Truth or Dare game actually. And I feel like obviously everyone sees us being like very touchy-feely with each other, but I feel like our chats are really, really good as well. And we're like glued at the hip, honestly, all throughout Casa. Really, really close together. So Yeah, that's what obviously the Islanders actually said. I was acting more wifed in Cassa, which is supposed to be like a single experience, than what I was in the main villa. So I feel like that told me a lot.
Yeah, I feel like you were still acting a bit single though.
Do you think?
I mean,
in Cassa.
In Cassa.
Do you think?
Well, I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
I think maybe.
I don't know. I ain't seen it.
Have you not watched any of it back?
No.
No, so we've not had a chance to. I think we said like in a few months we'll probably like revisit it and just see, because it's nice to see like our journey together as well. But yeah, we've not watched any of it back yet. Obviously, been very busy over the last few days. So yeah. Are
you not intrigued to see what other people have seen, or are you happy to know that it's your journey?
I think it'll wind me up. So no.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
What would wind you up?
Sometimes he doesn't tell the truth.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I think he says things without thinking first, so I think it'd wind me up. I personally don't think I've done anything wrong. I was good.
Yeah, I think obviously you've seen like a few clips and stuff on TikTok and things like that, but in terms of like watching the whole show back, we've not done that yet.
I mean, it's a lot to watch. You especially were in there for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so maybe in a few months I'll catch up.
Yeah. What would people be surprised to learn about like living in the villa?
The days start later on. Like we get up. We don't know the time, so it's like
there's no like set schedule sort of thing. So you go to bed when the day's done.
Yeah.
Get up when they want you to get up. So it's like there's no set schedule. I think every day is different sort of thing.
That's the weirdest thing, being told to get up like and not having no concept of time at all. Guess what time it was by looking outside and stuff. Like one night we went to bed and it was. Do you remember when we stayed outside on the day?
Yeah, you try and gauge it from like the sunlight. And it's probably like old fashioned like caveman stuff. But yeah, there was one night I think when we first got back from Cassa, where me, Loz, T and Lou slept outside, and as we went outside, like the sun's literally starting to come up. So yeah, it was a long night. I think obviously re-couplings as well. It's like a known thing that it takes forever.
Yeah.
Especially when you're coming back from Cassa as well. So yeah, it was definitely a late one.
Do you get in trouble for breaking any rules? Like villa rules, not like life rules.
I think obviously we had like a few down days and stuff like that. And obviously boys and girls are supposed to normally stay separate.
Yeah.
And I think obviously me and Loz, like we're normally together the whole day, like all day every day sort of thing. So I think we always used to get told off about like being around each other when we shouldn't have been, sort of thing. Which is not a bad thing, honestly, but probably
that was probably the worst.
Yeah, we probably annoyed the producers a few times, to be fair, doing that.
Last night Boris was texting someone on his phone, and it's something I'm always like really intrigued about. Like, what do you guys actually like? Apart from like taking pictures, what do you take? What are you texting each other?
No, the phone has nothing on it at all. It's just a camera, photos, and island chat.
Yeah,
and obviously, you get the island chat that'll be from the show about like, I've got a text, I've got like the challenge or whatever. So I don't know who he's texting.
It looked like he was like on his phone, and I'm like, who are you texting? You're all there.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Can't text.
You can't text.
Okay,
I don't know what Boris is doing. No.
Maybe he was just looking at his like pictures.
I was gonna say, because I used to sometimes look through my pictures. It might look like I was on my phone, like.
But I always find it weird when you guys like video things as well, because it's like, guys, it's on camera. The whole thing is being recorded.
Yeah, that is so true, actually.
Going back to you guys and your relationship, I think everyone was a bit confused when obviously you got dumped, and before then it sort of felt like we had seen you just with Toni for quite a long time, and then suddenly you were asking him to leave with you. Did we miss something that wasn't shown in between those two? Like, because it felt like we went from like 0 to 100. It was like, why is Lauren asking him to leave? And we hadn't seen that.
I think we knew, obviously, I recoupled with Tone, and we knew in those, that sort of gave me clarity in terms of where my head was at in terms of Lauren and stuff. Like, I feel like I was getting to know Tone, but something was holding me back, and obviously I knew that was pretty much Lauren straight away. I feel like obviously we had not a great 2 days where we didn't really speak that much before Lauren left the villa. But I think we always like sort of gravitated towards each other. I know there was a scene of us flossing each other's teeth. And just silly things like
to see that.
Yeah.
Very much ITV.
Just silly things like that. Like we just knew there was obviously eye contact there. Right. And I think when we was together, even in group situations, like we found ourselves like talking to each other and things like that. So I feel like ever since I met Loz, like I sort of we knew we got on so well, and we knew we fancied each other a lot. So it was sort of, I knew in the back of my mind that's what I wanted, sort of thing. And even though it was a bad 2 days leading up to you going, I feel like you probably knew that we were like good to go.
Yeah,
probably
and
to go another
he
go.
wanted the conversation. Like, so when I left, he actually was basically asking, like, he wanted to close things off with me. Like, we'd had a couple of rough days and whatever, but we'd briefly had a conversation with Toni. He'd actually ended things with Toni at night.
Yeah, it was about obviously the flossing.
Yeah, the flossing situation. Like, he basically said to Toni, like, I miss Lauren, like, it kind of it's done. And then we had the conversation in the garden, and he was wanting to ask to close things off. Like, he had briefly said, like, I see a future with you. And then that's when I kind of thought, right, we're going to probably sort things out. And then I was dumped. So obviously I wouldn't have just asked it for no reason. And I do think I acted out of emotion. Like, I probably shouldn't have asked him to do that, because I think it was obviously a big ask, but that's how I felt in the moment. And obviously I did want him to come with me. So yeah,
I think it's obviously very emotional in there as well. Like, emotions are very, like, intensified sort of thing. So you came out the second time and said, like, I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah.
You hold your
and I felt really bad for asking him, just because I just think it's like a big thing to walk out the villa for someone when we'd had like a few days where we weren't great, but at the same time, like, I knew I wanted to be with him and I wanted him to come out with me.
Yeah, so I always think whenever it's someone else to leave, I always think of that moment from like season 3 when it's like, if he wanted to leave, who was it?
If he wanted to leave, he would. Sort of
that was it. Oh my god, who was that? Who was season 3?
Was it
Johnny and like Tyler, and it was like the guy asking like,
Theo, yeah, Theo
asking like that bit, and I always think of that whenever someone else.
I saw a meme last night on my phone. It was of Theo, and it says if you know how he said when she was walking out the door, if Tyler really liked him, she should go as well.
Yeah.
And it was about that, and talking about me and Harry, saying if Harry really liked Harrison, he would have left with him, sort of thing. Made me laugh.
Was that the secret couple that we didn't see?
I think we was together quite a lot, weren't we, me and H? Yeah, probably a bit of a big ask to ask him to leave the villa for me, but yeah.
I mean, that would be quite a lot to ask.
Yeah.
So are you closed off now?
No, so I feel like
we've not had the proper conversation.
No, we've not had the proper conversation. I feel like obviously Lauren knows where my head's at in terms of, obviously I left the villa to pursue things with Lauren. I feel like we don't really need to speak about it either. I feel like we know both where our heads are at. But for me, the big thing was her meeting my family before I made anything official.
Okay.
So I feel like that'll be coming over the next week or so, and then I have no doubt that we'll be boyfriend and girlfriend very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you exclusive, but you're not in a relationship?
Yeah, I would say I've only got eyes for Lauren, honestly. Okay. So and I hope it's the first time we're talking about it, you see.
I'm just so glad to have this session.
No, like, I think we both. I feel like we've just not had to say it. Like, we just know. And obviously we did our first post together yesterday.
Yeah,
so I feel like that's like a big thing. Like, we wouldn't be posting that and then.
If he wasn't serious, thing.
I mean, I probably wouldn't do that unless he was like my husband or something. So
yeah,
fine.
That's the same with me actually. Before the show, but I feel like I knew that I wanted to be with Lauren, and I know that we're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend at some point. So I feel like the whole posting was just natural, honestly.
Yeah. And how have your family and friends felt about both your times on the show?
My family, obviously, mine was like, it was upsetting to see the situation, like the triangle that me and Harrison and Toni was in. They're very proud of me and how I carried myself. Like, I stayed true to myself throughout the whole experience. Obviously it wasn't easy for them to see, but I think, like I said to them when I got home, like, they only see an hour a day. Like, I feel like he had a lot of bad airtime and it didn't come across well, but I do think, like, you see an hour a day, like, that isn't who he is. And I think he made a mistake. Like, he knows he's done wrong, like, and I think he's learned from that and how to deal with things better and to communicate. But yeah, my family are happy for me. They can see how happy I am and how happy he makes me. So
are you excited for them to meet, or how you? Yeah,
I can't wait for them to meet.
We've done like FaceTime
we've
to each other's family. So obviously when we see each other, I'm sure it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. A little bit nervous, but I'll be all right. I'm sure I'll be okay.
And how have your family and friends felt about the experience for you?
So obviously my sister and mum were always been like a massive Love Island fans and stuff like that. So they were tuning into the show regardless, but obviously I was there, so they were extra locked in this year. And obviously mum grilled me a little bit when I got back, just about the way that I've been, how I've handled situations. Obviously my family know me and know I'm not a nasty person. They know I'm a good person, so they're happy to have me back. And they're pretty happy with how my time went. Obviously, it's a lot for my parents to see. See some of the backlash I've been getting and stuff like that. It's not nice for them. But I got a little talking to from my mum when I came back, which is needed. She just sort of said basically you shouldn't have gone about things in the way you went in there. Obviously, she's looking at it from a girl's perspective. and how I wasn't really honest with my feelings, and how me being indecisive with who I wanted to be with ended up hurting people more down the line. So she just tried to speak to me about that and said that hopefully I've learned my lesson, which I have. And I feel like I took accountability when I left the villa as well. So yeah, it was nothing that I didn't really know before. Obviously, Mum might have a quick word at me. So
you have brought up the backlash a bit. I don't want to go into too much, but obviously you've brought it up as well. Women's Aid obviously commented on your behaviour, but not also your behaviour, the men in the villa. And I know you've spoken about it, saying like it wasn't nice. Can you see how that comment though came across from them and like what they were saying?
I think I definitely should have acted better in the villa. I think it never came from a malicious way from me. I think obviously Toni said before I left, I know you're not a bad person. I just think you've handled situations wrong in here, which I totally agree with. And I think all I can do is try and be better. I've took accountability. I knew where I went wrong, and I feel like if I did the situation again, I'd do it massively different. Just had that open and honest conversations, and probably like figure my head out before getting two other girls involved as well. So listen, I get the way my actions have come across on the TV. Definitely not like my finest moments. But yeah, obviously I apologise to both of the girls. And yeah.
Thank you for clearing that up and speaking about it.
No worries.
How did you feel, not to go on about too much, but also it would be really nice to hear from you, Lauren, how you felt coming out, seeing that statement from the charity?
I mean, obviously, I think it was blown out of proportion. Like, he's made a mistake, but everyone makes mistakes. Like, he's gone about it the wrong way. He knows he's done wrong. Like, I think it was just the timing of everything that obviously came. Like, it was just literally the timing of it. But like he said, like, he isn't a bad person, and everyone in the villa knows that, and that's why it upset me, the whole situation, so much, because I knew deep down, like, he never meant it in a malicious way. Like, he would never want to hurt someone. Like, he just, unfortunately, didn't communicate properly how he felt. And it's a shame that he's being portrayed in this way, because that's just not him. And obviously for his family to see that's just not nice when they know him properly and know that that isn't him as a person.
I think people in the villa as well knew that I'm not a nasty person.
No, this is the thing. I
got on well with everyone in there, the girls, the boys. So I feel like they saw the true Harrison, but obviously I think the way I went about things in the villa and obviously the situation in itself, I just handled so wrong. And obviously I apologise for that. So I can see where the backlash has been coming from, and obviously take full accountability for it.
And obviously as well, with it being only an hour, like we've not watched it back, we don't know what has actually been shown for them to get all of this. Like, you know, they see 1 hour a day, like, so yeah.
Thank you guys. Do you wish you could have been sent home when Shakira had the chance to send you home?
I think you said Lauren said she was ready to go at that point, just in terms of like if we both went together, like it would have been fine, sort of thing. But I feel like I'm glad we stayed in the villa, because it would have been nice to obviously staying with you a little bit longer. But obviously Loz left, so I feel like I just had to follow that, honestly. But yeah, you said you wouldn't have minded.
I think we got ready for it because we thought we were going to be leaving. We was just like, well, we've found each other. Like, it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, we've come in here to find someone. We found each other. So I was just not bothered, because I just thought, I've had a good time so far.
We sort of just accepted fate. We just thought that Ty and Shakira had gone for half an hour. Obviously,
they've gone for half an hour.
Yeah, it was a long period of time where we were just standing up there. Obviously, Con and Em were the only couple up there that didn't even like each other. But then we knew that Shakira obviously was trying to pursue things with Con, so we knew he was out of the question. So it was between us two and T and Luce. And I just think, obviously, the way I've acted towards Toni, and that's Shakira's best friend, and we just thought that maybe she would get rid of us two as a couple so that Toni could move on, and like forget about us and move on with her situation in the villa. But then obviously at the same time, I'm close with Shakira as well, so maybe that's why she did what she did.
At the start, there were some people that wanted you and Shakira to get.
I know, I've seen it. And that all started from my mum, I feel like. She went on Aftersun and said that Shakira is my type of girl. But I feel like, obviously, Shakira's a good-looking girl and we get on really, really well. But I think from the minute we was in there, it was sort of like a friendly thing. Obviously, we was very close as friends, but we both had our situations in the villa. And yeah, I feel like it was just friendly conversation, honestly. But I've seen the videos and stuff like that. Which is funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Speaking of Toni and Cash, they had a little kiss last night. How do you feel about if they get back together?
You know what? I kind of expected it.
Yeah.
I didn't know from. I knew Toni would probably try go back there a little bit, but I didn't expect it from Cash in terms of I knew he was like hurt by the situation, and he was telling me how it was a pride thing. Obviously, his ego was damaged and stuff like that. So I didn't know if he would go back there, but I feel like when you're in the villa together 24/7 and you do like someone, I think you naturally just follow your heart and you hang around with who you want to hang around with and who you naturally get on with the best. And I feel like obviously they did get on. So I'm not surprised that they're back together, sort of thing.
Yeah. Will you guys be friends with Toni when she comes out?
There's no bad blood from my side. Obviously I had the conversation with Toni before I left, and I hope we can be friends at some point in the future. But obviously I know I've done wrong to Toni, so you probably have to ask her that question. But yeah, there's no bad blood from our side. She's a nice girl. Yeah. Just obviously wasn't the right girl for me.
She was also voted the public's favourite girl.
I did see that, yeah.
Were you guys surprised by that?
Were you surprised?
I am surprised, yeah, because not long ago she was in the bottom.
Yes, it was talking about this actually. Obviously, that was quite towards the start. Obviously, when we were coupled up, her and Shakira were in the bottom 3 that time, and then now obviously Ty and Shakira got most compatible, and now Toni's favourite girl as well. So it's mad how things can change in there over like a period of time and stuff. But yeah, no, happy for her, man.
Megan and Blue are back in the villa.
Yeah.
Do you think Connor's head's going to turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really? There was no like.
You didn't even finish the question. You said yes. Cut her off.
No, I do think so. Only because of what everyone said about him and Megan's connection before.
Okay.
And I think obviously it's taken Connor and Shakira a long time to get together. So
yeah.
I think the thing is when you go in the villa, I feel like it's so intense. Like it's easy to say you wouldn't go there, but then when you're spending every day with them, like.
Yeah.
I think obviously I was in the villa at that time where they were getting to know each other, and I think they were very well suited. Obviously they fancied each other and they were like glued to each other's side most of the time, Megan and Connor. So I feel like it might throw a spanner in the works, honestly. Connor's head's going to be all over the place.
Oh, God. And who is Blue going back in for? Who do you think's Blue's gonna...
See, I'm confused. Obviously, neither of us were in the villa when Blue was in there.
Of course.
And by the sounds of it, he was like talking to everyone and getting about a little bit. But I'm not sure who he's going to go in there for. Because I feel like obviously there's quite a lot of OG girls in there that he's tried it with already, so that would be a no-go. Obviously, there's Angel, Billikis.
It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Blue's very unpredictable. I met him the other night, so he could.
Yeah, I saw you guys all went out on a very big night out.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It was nice to see everyone. Outside of the villa as well. It's like we've all been like let off a leash a little bit. There's a massive group of us. But yeah, it was nice to see them all. But yeah, in terms of who he's going to go for, I honestly have no idea. We just have to wait and see.
And who gets dumped as well.
How surprised were you by the timing of Meg and D going official? It sort of felt like it kind of came out of nowhere to some of us. How do you guys feel about it?
I know as a couple they've obviously been getting a little bit of backlash.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it, honestly. When you're in the villa, everyone thinks that. Well, actually, I think my group will probably say that they're a strong couple. Yeah. And I think leaving the villa, it was shocking to see that people don't think he's genuine as a person.
Yeah.
But I think naturally. They've gone through a lot of ups and downs in there. Obviously, they made it exclusive when we were still in the villa, which was nice. And I feel like it's just natural progression to make it boyfriend and girlfriend. I feel like they both know they don't want anyone else. So I feel like why not make it official?
You said my group. That's quite. I just thought it was interesting terminology. Does it feel like there are different groups in there?
100%. I don't know. I don't know if you could see, but I think. Obviously, me, H and D, as boys, are very, very close. It was probably just us for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. So I feel like at the start, honestly, when probably up until Cassa, all the boys were really, really close. Yeah. We like chilled as a big group. Obviously, we knew what we was in there for. I think there was no problem if another one of the boys like cracked on with your girl because everyone knew sort of that was what we were here to do. Yeah. But I think obviously the girls was very divided. Obviously, Loz, you probably know more than me.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a divide between the girls. I do think for me when I came in at Cassa as well, there was always going to be a divide because I was probably never going to be Toni's favourite girl when I came in with Harrison. And I kind of thought Meg and Helena, obviously their boys were like together. Yeah. It was you three, obviously. So I think there was always going to be that divide. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was definitely a big divide. In the dressing room, though, we all got on. Like, it was never a case of not getting on with them. I think it's just, on the outside, like, you either get on with someone or you don't. I think it's the type of person, like, you know when you're going to get on with someone or not. And I think they were just different to the other girls in the villa. Yeah. But there's no hard feelings between us. I feel like we all got on like down days and stuff. Like it was never not speak or anything. It's just there's definitely more of a divide between the girls than the boys.
Okay. And that is a shame because I feel like that is always the Cassa girls that there is this big like thing, and it's like actually we're all here for this.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's a more divide though with the Cassa boys and the OGs. They're a little bit more.
Probably. I don't think there's probably a bit of a divide in terms of all the Cassa boys came in together. Obviously, they're naturally going to be a little bit close, and then I think when I left, it was obviously me, H and D, and I think obviously because people can see we were so close, it was sort of like the boys sort of just left us to do our thing, sort of thing, and we left them to do their thing.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I can have conversations with them all. Like there's no bad blood at all. But I think naturally you just gravitate towards the people that you most like, sort of thing, and you get on well with. And I feel like me, H and D obviously got on really well, so naturally wanted to spend as much time together as possible.
Nice. Harrison, you plan to go back to the States?
So basically, it's not confirmed yet, but I think I will be staying in England. I don't know about the future and stuff like that, but I think in the near future I will be staying in England. Obviously, it's a big thing coming off Love Island. I feel like I need to be around my loved ones and my family, and obviously want to make things go with Loz as well. So
would you move to the States with him if he moved back?
I think obviously it's a big move.
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking you for
experience. No, it is a big move, but I think obviously if we were further down the line, like say 6 months and we were still together, I would move because obviously if I'm with him, like I wouldn't want to be apart and I wouldn't want to do long distance, like. So it's just, I guess it's something I'd have to do.
And last question, who do you think will win the show and who do you want to win the show?
I want Harry and Helena to win. Yeah, I think naturally, just obviously Harry's my best friend in there. Helena is probably one of my best friends in terms of the girls in there. I love them both separate, love them as a couple, so I'd want them to win. No chance they're gonna win, but I would want them to win. And then who do I think will win? Toni and Cash.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so.
And how would you feel about
that? I feel fine about it. Obviously, I feel like me and Toni weren't right for each other. Obviously, I left the villa for Lauren. So whatever Toni does now is nothing to do with me. I feel like they did have a good connection in Cassa by the sounds of it. And I think obviously maybe her head was just obviously more towards me, and I feel like now I've gone, it gives them the green light sort of thing, and I feel like in there you gravitate towards people that you like, and I feel like they did like each other. Obviously Toni just had feelings for me still at that point, so I'd be happy for the pair of them because they are very nice people, honestly. So
Lauren, how do you feel?
I think I want D and Meg to win.
Nice.
I think me and Meg, like, she was like my best friend in the villa out with the girls after Luce had left. And she was there for me through all like the Harrison and Toni situation. Like we really did get close in the villa, and D was like one of my closest boys in the Cassa. Like I think just because he was obviously your friend, and me and D got on really well, so I'd like them to win. I think Toni and Cash will win.
Do you?
Yeah. Okay. I never expected it actually, but I feel like the closer we're getting, like I think that's going to happen. But I'm happy for them if they do, because I think she deserves to find someone like you've obviously come out with me, and I just 100%. Think she's obviously gone through a lot in there.
I said that.
He's a lovely guy as well.
Yeah. I said
seems so.
Yeah, he's really lovely, and I just think they both deserve to find someone, and if that's them two, then yeah.
Yeah, I said that obviously before in the conversation I had with Toni before I left. I said that I hope someone walks through the door for her. Like I wanted to find someone as well, because it's her experience as well. So yeah, no, I'm happy for them.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you for being in. So honestly, thank you guys.